Greetings, it's I, the Commissioner, Far Hill Fantasy Football League. Welcome to Burning Down the Far Hill, the Week 11 edition. And we are now within 2 weeks of the fantasy playoffs. We have matchups that need to be reviewed. We have previews of Week 12. We have playoff scenarios. We have potential playoff matchups. Without further ado, I'm just going to get into it. No mini-me today. She's napping. Alright, so recapping Week 11. PPYWP defeats that sinister guy from the internet 210. High score of the week to 137. Dougie Martin, little pocket hamster, goes for 50 points and leads the PPYWPs to get off the schneid. Yeah, we'll get into what that means later. Bad Dog is one step closer to his first ever division title, defeats Blakeham 137 to 124. Russell Wilson leads the way for 39 points. Once again, we'll wait. Davis Dynasty defeats Fat Bastard by the score 135 to 94. Julio Jones leads the way for 44 points. Fat Bastard now is eliminated from division title consideration. Resputor's Etna Damalat defeats Nate 155 to 67. DeAndre Hopkins 40 points. John Boy's Special People stays alive, 130 to 79 over the Road Crew. Jameson Winston, whatever his name is, 43 points, leads the Special People. Steel Curtain defeats Irish Cop to keep his slim division title hopes alive, 165 to 77. Carson Palmer 40 points to lead Steel Curtain. I win the weekly pick'em prize of $1. So here's what all that meant. As of this moment in time, here's what we know. Davis Dynasty, Resputor's at the Damalat, Irish Cop, and Fat Bastard all have clinched playoff spots. Going into Week 12 for the win and ins, if Bad Dog wins, he wins the division, thus in the playoffs. Steel Curtain. If Steel Curtain beats, I believe he is playing John Boy, I believe. Yeah, so Steel Curtain beats John Boy, thus eliminates John Boy from special playoff consideration, and he's in. And that would be our 6 people. There are 6 competitors in the playoffs, which would be probably the first time in a very long time that we had all 6 playoff spots locked up before the final week of the fantasy football season. So that's what we need going forward. Now looking at divisions and locking up divisions. So as we sit here today in the homeboy divisions, which is that's the Bad Dog. He is 2 games up on Jer. Bad Dog is playing. Where is it? Yeah, so the Bad Dog's playing the sinister guy from the internet. So 65 Bad Dog at the 3-8 sinister guy from the internet. Bad Dog just needs to win the homeboys division. It's that simple. Larry leads that series 5-1. He won back in Week 3. PPYWP is 4-7. Is at the 3-8 Blakeham's. Must win and have a Bad Dog loss to stay in consideration. Just like I said, it really is going to come down to that third. Because if this has to happen, so let me just try and spell this out for Jer. Obviously, Bad Dog's got to lose 2. You have to win 2. You guys will both be tied at 6 and 7. You will also both be tied at 4 and 2 in your division records. So the next tiebreaker after that is points 4. Now, this is where it gets very interesting. As I look at it for right now, Jer is leading at with 1685 to Bad Dog 1658. So, and I need to check the week 14 or week 13, see head to head, because actually now I'm looking at it, Bad Dog and Jer will play in week 13. So if Bad Dog can lose, and that will set it up. And as long as then Jer has got the points lead, obviously he would have to beat Bad Dog, therefore he would have the points lead, and that's how Jer gets to win the division. So long as Bad Dog doesn't blast out and outscore Jer by a lot of points this week, Week 12, then Jer would have to win and thus make up whatever points if it was made up. But that's how Jared can get it done. So there's the home boys. In the away boys, slightly more complicated. So Davis Dynasty is going to be playing 9-2. Is at the 3-8-8, which is basically a walkover for Davis Dynasty. The series is tied 2-2. JJ won week 3. So Davis Dynasty wins, and the Resputors at the Domina loses. Davis Dynasty wins the title. That's the easy way for Davis Dynasty. If both win, we're going to go into the week 13 matchup where we both play head-to-head. And then we'll let that thing shake out as it is. And then the point 4 is going to come into play as well, and then because then we'll finish both 5-1 in the division. If I win out and Davis Dynasty, I beat him in week whatever, and then I look at the points for between us two, and we are only separated by 4 points, 1928 to 1924. So going through these next 2 weeks, yes, Davis Dynasty, you got to win, but you're playing Nate, but you're also playing me. Just like I'm playing Chris and also playing you. Just the points now is starting to come in as that third tiebreaker. So this is going to get interesting down the stretch. So Resputors is basically must win, and unless Nate wants to do something crazy. The other matchup, Fat Bastard. Well, yeah, Resputors 8-3 at the Fat Bastard 7-4 at the 8-3 Resputors. Chris leads the series 11-9. I won back in week 3. Both have already clinched a playoff spot. Chris is eliminated from division title, so he's trying to get into a better playoff seeding, so to speak. And that brings us to the Outlanders division. Road Crew, John Boy Special People, both eliminated from division title consideration. So we're down to Irish Cop, Steel Curtain. Irish Cop is playing Road Crew. Irish Cop 8-3 at the 3-8 Road Crew. And John's won 10-6 in the series, won the last 4. An Irish Cop wins, Steel Curtain lost, clinches the division for Irish Cop. Steel Curtain 7-4 is playing the 5-6 John Boy Special People. I did mention to them that basically the winner of John Boy, if Steel Curtain wins, he clinches the playoff spot. In John Boy wins, gets his playoff hopes alive, and would need miracles the following week where Steel Curtain would also have to lose and him win and get in, and then have, because you're both in the same division, you'd have, well, let me look at this. Oh, this is interesting as I look at this. Well, you've got to win 2. There's your 2 games back. Yeah, John Boy, if you win 2 and Steel Curtain loses 2, by way of the division record, you'll be in the playoffs over Steel Curtain. So that's how you get in. So just want to spell all that out. So very loosely on the thing matchup. So seeding wise, here's the current seedings as we sit here today. Davis Dynasty is the 1 seed, gets his first round bye. Irish Cop, by way of defeating the Resputors at the Domina earlier in the season, gets the 2 seed and the other bye. Resputors is then the 3 seed. Fat Bastard, by way of beating Steel Curtain, is the 4 seed. That leaves Steel Curtain as the 5 seed, and Bag Dog would be the 6 seed. Division title doesn't mean anything. Also keep in mind we reseed after the first round of the playoffs. Just throw that back at you. So that's where we're at, guys. So it's getting interesting here these next couple weeks, and we'll go ahead and play everything out, and we'll see how it works. So good luck to all. See you next week.